The Wolverines ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Jukes his way for more. Turning, made him miss again. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
How about an RD? What a start. You want to come out and say, I'm going to be aggressive, we're going to take shots, we're going to make big plays. Look no further than the first play of the game. What a start.
Motion from the wideout. The give to the running back from the shotgun. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Rides to the back. He'll be dropped.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
3rd and long, a lot of ground to cover. Throwing, Williams. Hauls it in. He didn't quite make it to the sticks, and it'll bring up a 4th down from the 42.
Ooh, and that's a nice sigh of relief for the defense, too, right? There was a broken tackle. The guy made it look like he was going to pick up the first, but because of great effort defensively, they were able to get the stop, and now they're setting up 4th down.
This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on 4th down. He's got it, 1st down and more. They make the stop, but not before. He gets enough to convert on 4th down, and rolling the dice pays off. The Trojans are rolling down the field. They'll try it over the left side. Oh, he's got some space. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. Here's Williams. Still looking to his right. Give him 6. Touchdown, Southern Cal!
And you can't draw it up any better. How do you shut a home crowd up? One of the best crowds in college football. You come in on the first drive, and you handle your business. You get in the end zone. Palmer, this place was going absolutely berserk, and strangely, one possession in, it got really quiet.
That was really impressive from an execution standpoint, too. Obviously, you script those plays on your first possession. You practice them all week. It was so important, especially in this game, because you're right. This is one of the most hostile environments in all of college football. We've seen these fans, when they get rolling, it's like a tidal wave, and they just engulf teams and take games over. Great job by the offense early, executing and quieting this crowd down.
Offense working from the pistol. Quarterback quarterback changing the play. Play action with Underwood. Myers on the move. Working the middle. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. They'll go to the counter play. Breaks into the open. Past the 30. The 10. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines. This defense not only searching for answers, they're still searching for that running back.
And searching for angles. My goodness, this dude, he runs so fast, he erases angles. People trying to catch him, they didn't realize how much burners he had. He kicked it in gear, and there was no getting it.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you, Paul.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
After trying the running game, let's see if they do it again on second down. Williams takes the easy completion. He's down right there, short gain on the grab.
The linebacker was not fooled at all. He read his keys. He saw the running back release out of the backfield. He's got some speed and wheels himself to run with him. And yeah, the running back made the catch, but he went right down to the ground. Really nice job that time by the linebacker.
Big noise, big house, trying to rile up this Michigan defense on third down. Powers inside. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
Yeah, I like it. I like the confidence of the coaches. When you're an offensive coach, you got to be aggressive nowadays. And going for it in your own territory, it used to be, no, you can't do that. Now, everybody's like, you know what? Analytically, that makes sense.
There he goes. It's the runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a...
Found the seam on the left. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
Here's Williams to throw. It's complete to the right. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense.
As a head coach, you love to see your quarterback locked in early in games. And in the first drive, leads the offense down to a touchdown, throws a TD pass, and here he is again, making a really good decision and a very accurate throw to pick up that first down.
And he's in. Touchdown, USC.
A big question mark for this offense coming into the year, guys. Who could score touchdowns? Who are going to be their biggest playmakers on offense? This guy scored in the first game. He's off to a great start in this one with that touchdown. This guy looks like the real deal.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. He'll bring it out. It's Stewart. Slips through the line. Just an outstanding return there and really sets up his offense nicely. Opening play of the drive from the 39. Keeps it on the ground. Knocked down immediately.
Well, after ripping off a big-time run on his opening carry, a negative play this time around, and this is going to be key. They're going to keep giving him the ball, and they need him to have more positive plays than negative ones if they're going to win.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Underwood in the gun on 3rd down. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it. Scoop and scored. Touchdown, Trojans. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. Fielded in the end zone, it's Stewart. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
And the Wolverines in a good spot here with 2nd and short. At the 35, he's open. Turning it on. The 30. The 20. He's at the touchdown, Wolverines. Ball into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up. There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible, because he'll make it happen.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. Williams on the play fake. Buying time to his right. He'll pull it down and run. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense, because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big, long, explosive run, but you got to get shots on this guy when you can. That time, they let him get out of bounds.
And just a great job by the defense being stout. All right, that's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Williams. Left side is Anderson. Makes the catch and he's free. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Williams will pass. The quick game. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
Take the profit, right? Pitch and catch. Defense and zone coverage. Receivers got some access. Just spit it out to him. Let him catch it, advance, and get what he can get.
Second down, gonna throw it. Working the middle, it's complete. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. And the Trojans go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Out wide right, it's Bowman. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency in getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
They'll try to get it in with the run. He is denied, and it'll be second and goal. The Trojans want to crank the tempo. Smells it, and he's gonna take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans!
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
Deep in the end zone, it's Daniels. No idea what he could have been thinking to try to return that one, and they stop him at the 7. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Throwing, Underwood. Back's got it on the screen. They've got him now. He almost picked up that first down on the screen.
And we've seen this offense, man, that they've featured the running game, and he's done a good job of making plays, breaking tackles, being a big part of it. Now, what do? Try to slide this in here. Make it look like a little bit of run. Slow down those linemen that go upfield really fast. Slip it to them. Try to make a big play. But to me, it's more about just trying to give this guy the ball in space so he can do more damage.
Quarterback could not have walked that ball and placed it into the hands of his receiver any better. That was a perfect throw. Wide out, deep downfield. You got to finish the play.
You've got a 3rd and manageable, backed up in your own end, but convert here and you get some momentum. They'll move the tight end. Churns into the pile. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. And the offense will stay on the field. Do you think they're just going to try to make the defense jump? Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout. And man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. And the offense stays on the field on 4th and 1. I'm not sure they're just trying to make the defense jump. I believe they think they can get it. Looking for the marker. That's a fumble. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. Business after the fumble recovery. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Play fake, Williams. Rush right in his face. It's complete on the right side. So much change of direction. He's down to the 23.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
The last completion got him 6. Now it's 2nd and 4. Throwing, Williams. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Got enough to move the sticks. 1st down from the 17.
Well, I'll tell you, it was a pretty dumb decision by the opponent to go for it so deep in their own end, and this offense now is making them pay for that. After getting the ball back on the 3rd play of the drive, they're able to run it, get the 1st down, and stay on the field.
Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Williams looking for a man. Rushes on. Intercepted deep in his own end. Returns it all the way back to the 23-yard line, and the defense gets a turnover. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the 1st half. Here's Underwood to throw. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Pulls it in down the sideline. Carried it all the way down to the 35-yard line before they finally got him stopped. They just dialed up one big play. Let's see if they've got another one on 1st and 10 from the 35. Fires to the wideout. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down.
Man, every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down.
Man, you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. The give to the lone running back. Good gain there. Picks up the first down, and now maybe this offense attacks before the half. The Trojans decide to use their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The offense lines up at its own 14-yard line. First down. Williams finds his tight end. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by USC. It's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Williams will pass. Look out! Finds his target. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock. And the Trojans moving quickly to the line. Fresh set of downs going up top. And the pass falls harmlessly to the ground. We'll see if the laundry is as harmless. You can grab, but you can't hold on. A defensive holding penalty will give this offense a first down. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Here's Williams to throw. Rolls right. He'll try to do it himself. He's into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 47.
Man, it's nice to have a quarterback that just does that, man. Just effortlessly picks up chunks of yards and then smartly gets out of bounds. But this whole offense, man, everybody's a threat. Anybody can take the football and make big plays. And when you got a quarterback with that much athletic ability, it's an absolute nightmare for defenses.
Oh, the attempt is no good. Missed the field goal, but still a 2-touchdown lead at 14. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Fellas, welcome into our EA Sports Studios here in Orlando, the Week 2 edition of our College Football Update Show. We begin with a look at Kansas, taking on the number 23 team, the Washington State Cougars.
The Michigan offense heads out to get this drive started. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
Underwood. Flips it out in the flat. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And, man, you got to love that from your corner. Willing to pull the trigger right away. Obviously, the running back slips out of the backfield. They throw him the football, but he doesn't waste any time. He doesn't hesitate, pulls the trigger, runs at him, makes the nice tackle, and gets the stop.
Play fake, Underwood. Bought a little time, lets it go. Hauls it in. Makes the grab, and down immediately. He picks up a few.
Nice job, big fella. You make a catch, you're a viable target for your quarterback and gain a couple of yards.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
The Wolverines will bring the punt team onto the field. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. Not a lot of room to make this catch. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. Here comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. Looking for running room. Swamped immediately.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
You have to wonder, after missing a field goal on the last drive, how are they going to play this third down? Williams throws to the wideout. Intercepted. That is just what this defense needed. And they'll get him down after a solid return. So here comes the Michigan offense. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points, start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators. David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it.
Touchdown, Michigan! And after being in a huge hole, they're all the way back, just one possession away. Offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. It takes advantage of great field position.
And that is not what they were after. Kickoff sails out of bounds, and excellent field position for this offense. Pulled and fired complete. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast. They force a negative play.
Throwing, Williams. Incomplete. That one batted away at the line of scrimmage.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
He's got an open man. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Incomplete, and they got a hand on that right at the line of scrimmage.
This defense is a very well-coached unit, and they're very, very active, and they're very aware of what's going on. Everybody on defense there knew where the quarterback wanted to go with it. Everyone trying to get their hands in the air to swat it down.
Right side, it's Anderson. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
Quickly to the tight end. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Well, they were counting on winning the one-on-one battle. They got the completion, but the yardage didn't work out.
Yeah, and a lot of times, man, that's what I do on short yardage situation. Third and short, make my guy fall forward for a couple yards, try to get the first down, but it was a good tackle, and the receiver got absolutely nowhere after the catch.
The Trojans will try to move the chains on fourth down. Tries to slither forward on the sneak. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
Yeah, and I think those quarterback sneaks used to be for the big, strapping quarterbacks. But, man, nowadays, dude, all you got to do is fall forward, and it's such a hard play to stop. So you see this all across all levels of football, and it's just a difficult play to stop.
Williams. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
What a great play. Winning one-on-one, getting home and getting a sack, and that kind of effort is going to get the big house fired up. These 100,000-plus Michigan Wolverine fans are on their feet screaming because of that dominant play right there coming from their D-line.
He's got it. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark.
And that's better protection up front by these guys. You give them a sack the play before, you got to give your quarterback some time. They do. And another thing that I really like, guys, what he did right here, you don't have to take a shot. You don't have to get it all back in one play. Nice job getting it out of your hands and now making the third down very manageable.
More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge third down here in the big house. Miles is way ahead. He gets nothing. Nowhere to go, and it'll be fourth down.
And this offense, I don't think this is going to be a surprise. I think the offense is going to stay on the field. You've already seen it once on this drive, and they've already been successful. You know how hard it is to defend when there's an extra down, and they do it over and over again? So I think this offense will continue to stay aggressive like they were on the last fourth down.
Splits the uprights, it's good. And that lead grows even bigger.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Making the adjustment on the play. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Got him downfield. All kinds of room to the right. Inside the touchdown, Michigan. And the comeback is on.
And man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a masterclass in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way, and you're right. college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
They'll get this drive started from their own 26. The give to the left side. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down. That's the end of the period, and USC has the lead. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Here's Williams to throw. They'll run the screen. Got 7 yards on the play. It's 3rd and 3.
And that's not a surprise play call for this offense. A lot of times, man, after a tackle for a loss or a play that goes behind the line of scrimmage, they want to get those chunky yards back. They want to get back to 3rd and manageable. They dial up the screen. They get some positive yards. Now put themselves in a position to be more successful on 3rd down.
Williams looking for a man. Setting up the screen. Can't get him to the ground. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Williams fires to the big fella. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
How about this offense, man? You got to love it. Late in the 4th quarter, you have the lead. They don't get conservative. Staying balanced. Run, back it up with a pass, getting the first down, a few more first downs, and you can walk out of here with a W.
They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, 4th quarter. Couldn't ask for anything. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33. Wolverines offense heads out, ready to go on the attack. What a costly mistake, and what a big play by the defense to get the football back on the interception, and now this offense can drive down and take the lead. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Lets it fly. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Oof. That's one of those plays where you're going, man, he probably could have made that. The defense wasn't great on the play, but guess what? It goes down as an incompletion. Those are one of those bullets that you got to dodge throughout a game to get the win, to limit those big plays.
What a big play this one could be. Tight game, getting late, 3rd and long coming up. Throwing, Underwood. Outside the pocket, lets it go. This time it's complete. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. And the Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Handoff to the single running back. Tackle behind the line, and he'll lose one on the play.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking for a man. It's Underwood. They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
3rd and long right here. Here's Underwood to throw. He's got the tight end. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
Well, you're trailing into games. Someone's got to make a play. There's an accurate throw by the quarterback, and when you throw it accurately like that, you give your receiver an opportunity to advance the ball. Good, strong running. He's able to break a tackle, and that's an explosive play they need now as they're trying to tie this game up.
Looking for space. It's Lewis. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done.
Well, I understand they're trying to catch the defense off guard by running the football, expecting them to be in some kind of zone coverage, but you're trailing late in the game. You're going to have to throw to win it, and that's what I'd expect them to do on this next play.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Right back to the well. All over him immediately. The Trojans use their first timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game.
And I like the defense being aggressive. They heated up that RPO. He didn't even give him time to read it. I'm getting in the backfield right now, making a play, being aggressive, bringing the fight to the offense.
A field goal attempt from this spot would be 52 yards out. A few yards on 3rd down would make it easier. Underwood. Caught. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, only a place to be tackled immediately.
In this offense, they got another positive game, but I think they're going to have to start pushing the ball down the field a little bit. Got to.
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Bryce Underwood to throw for it on 4th. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. Touchdown, Michigan! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th. They'll line up for the extra point, and at this juncture, every point matters. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the gun, give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running.
And they tried to sneak the run in there, but immediately you got to call a timeout. You've got to stop the clock. Then you can get organized, go to the sidelines, still have one left after that. You realize you got to get points, but now you get to get your quarterback over here and get in his ear a little bit.
They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their first. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this third down play. These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. Williams desperately trying to cut through the noise. Swings it out to the flat. He's not going to make it to the first down marker, but that looked like a clear face mask, and he might wind up with the first down anyway. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Throwing, Williams. Caught. Nice move there. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield, pick up 10 and the first down.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come over, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Now we're going to have a timeout taken by USC. It's their second. And they'll still have one timeout left at their disposal. And the Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. Williams will pass. Reels it in.
And that is perfect job by this defense. Like, you can give up those little small gains all the way down the field. The clock is your friend. You don't want to give up big plays. Don't want to give up those first downs and just make that clock run.
And he's dragged down. They'll mark it at the 19 into the red zone. It'll be first down. And they'll spike the ball to try to save as much time as they can. This crowd knows when to bring it. Here's Williams. He's got it on the run. Touchdown, Southern Cal. And they've got the lead in the final minute.
Well, and the offense shows you what they're made of. They're scoring the touchdown. They take the lead with only seconds to go, and now it's on the defense to ice this thing when they take the field.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And it's good, and he pushes the lead to 3. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And what a late touchdown in the final minute that is likely the game winner here. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Out wide left, it's Weeks. The offense will use a timeout with 25 seconds left. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. To the air, it's Underwood. Under pressure. He's taking a deep shot. He just about put this game away if he'd been able to hold on to that one. Instead, it's second down.
Well, you know the defense felt freaked out on that one. Here in the fourth quarter, and you're lined up against one of the fastest players in all of college football, and they're taking a shot up top. You just hold on tight and hope for the best, and that time they were able to force an incompletion.
And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
And this offense has another opportunity to put a scoring drive together. They've done a really good job, man. Their defense, yeah, it's been okay. Like, giving up a lot of points. Now they're in a situation where can you be clutch? Can you come up big in a 2-minute situation?
He's going to let it go. Almost intercepted, and that might have been the ball game if he had held on. Instead, it's fourth down.
Man, you know the defensive coordinator on that play was holding his breath, because in the fourth quarter, you've got one of the fastest players in the game going deep on you, and that's going to be a helmet sticker for somebody. Like, forcing an incompletion against that guy, that's incredible.
It comes down to this. One more snap left in this game. If they get a touchdown, they can find a way to win it. Fourth down, Underwood. Moves to his right. Hit as he throws. Incomplete on fourth down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. And the quarterback takes a knee. With yet another unranked team taking down a ranked opponent, does a portal help level this out a little bit, where it's really difficult to know which team should be ranked in the first place?
I think the portal certainly helps. At the end of the day, though, they just wanted it more today, and that win is going to help recruiting. It's going to help their confidence moving forward. I know this, David, every team on the rest of their schedule, they're now taking account and notice of this team.
And I completely agree. Like, you start to build momentum, and then momentum helps you find more guys in the portal and helps high school recruiting. So big ranked win today. Hey, who knows? Maybe this gets them in the rankings in the near future.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis, saying goodbye, everybody.